the restoration of environment and people. My name is Andre Brits. I am the project manager of the Jobs for Carbon project. The Jobs for Carbon project, J4C, has been the Gourits Cluster Biosphere Reserve's flagship initiative for developing carbon farming in the Little Karoo. This has been an ongoing program since 2015. This project is based on the habitat rehabilitation qualities of the Spekboom plant, Bartulacaria afra. A major benefit for the rural communities is that both the Jobs for Carbon and Gourits Cluster Biosphere Reserve initiatives create jobs and therefore better the livelihoods for the residents in the Van Wyksdorp and the Calitzdorp areas. The GCBR's Jobs for Carbon program aims to rehabilitate degraded arid landscapes by planting spekboom where they used to naturally occur in the past. Spekboom is an iconic plant that historically dominated large parts of the arid Little Karoo. Spekboom is one of the best carbon sequestrators in the world. This makes it a powerful tool in the fight against climate change and the move towards a zero-carbon world in the near future. Hundreds of years of overgrazing has resulted in soil erosion, reduced water infiltration, loss of ecosystem productivity, and a loss of biodiversity. We present a case in which approximately 484 hectares of private land was planted with 476,000 spekboom cuttings. When we start the project, we harvest 60 centimeter long cuttings from the veld, and then we clean 20 centimeters and planted it in a hole of 20 centimeter by 20 centimeter. This hole was prepared up front. We also made a small dam around each planted cutting to catch water. By doing this, we do also some water harvesting. Later on, we changed our program and we only harvest 10 centimeter cuttings from the veld that we rooted in our nursery in Van Wyksdorp. And after 3 months, we took the rooted plants to the veld and planted it in prepared holes. We started the Jobs for Carbon project with 3 landowners who signed 10 to 50 years memorandum of understanding with the Jobs for Carbon project. These private landowners grow over the past few years, and currently we are working on the farms of 16 private landowners who all signed memorandums of understanding of between 10 to 50 years. These private landowners have also committed an additional 4,080 hectares to passive conservation. On this land, no domestic animals are used for grazing or any production of livestock activities. Component activities include the implementation of fine-scale mapping of potential restoration sites by experienced botanists with the best knowledge of the Klein Karoo and the plants of the Klein Karoo. As soon as we have signed the memorandum of agreement with the landowners, we bring in the Roads Restoration Research Group who can do then the landscape carbon assessments on all the planting sites. They do this with the help of some of the employees of the Jobs for Carbon project. We trained 72 previously unemployed community members as employees in different disciplines, like first aid up to level 3, health and safety, entrepreneurship, alien eradication, soil erosion control, landscaping, and landscape rehabilitation. This is an ongoing process and was done by the best service providers in the different fields we could find and afford. As mentioned, our employees were trained in the best methods of the harvesting of spekboom cuttings to do it in a sustainable way. In some cases, to exclude livestock from planted sites through the use of fences, we also trained some of our employees to put up fences and to do fencing. In the 6 years since its inception, the program has yielded several major benefits. Firstly, unemployed and unskilled local community members have experienced a boost in their self-confidence and found themselves economically empowered, proud, and upskilled. This has resulted in positive, tangible benefits for the local village, which will perpetuate for generations. Examples include the construction of a new primary school and improved water and food security through new water reservoirs and vegetable gardens to promote self-sufficiency. Secondly, the spekboom plant sequesters carbon into the soil, thereby improving water infiltration, which facilitates the germination and survival of other plant species. This would not occur in similar arid conditions on degraded land. Slide number 16. Mature spekboom plants are surrounded by a variety of other mature trees and plants which together provide shelter, food, essential nutrients, and microhabitats for a variety of microorganisms, insects, birds, and other animals. It is therefore hoped that a restored ecosystem will emerge from the once eroded, overgrazed, and degraded land. I want to thank the Grassland Society of South Africa for the opportunity to do this presentation. I also want to thank Ina Scholes for the photography and putting the pictures together. And then also a big thank you to Nikki de Toy, who helped us to put the presentation together. Thank you very much. Thanks for the opportunity.